think we would have done a lot different. I mean, we the whole time tried to, I always say, you try and do the best you can with what you got, and there haven't been any too catastrophic decisions yet. So I'd say, I think we're for the most part pretty happy with most of the decisions we've made. But I'd say in general, I'm proud of opening a brewery sooner. Yeah.
Plans to make packaging bigger than a 4-pack?
No, not really. I just, with the 16-ounce cans, it usually seems to be that's kind of the standard size for those things. So, but certainly when we get into a new facility, if and when we get into a new facility, I guess we'll take a look at other options. But like a Sportsman's pack of Furious would probably be like $50. So, I don't know if that's something we'd ever do. Yeah.
How do you guys develop new recipes? Do you sit down with Todd and work on them?
Yeah, Todd and I mean, each beer has its own story, so there's no official, route that beers take to get to where they're at. Each one just kind of come about differently, but usually it's something Todd wants to brew or something I want to brew, and we'll talk. Well, it depends. We don't always talk about it if it's Todd's idea, but if it's my idea, we talk about it, and then Todd kind of puts, he'll do some research and talk to some other brewers and put pencil to paper, and one of the big discussions we always have is how to make it surly. It doesn't have to be extreme or crazy, but what about it? Is it going to make it ours or make it our beer? I think it's something we always really want to focus on, that it's something unique about the beer, and then we brew it. So we don't have a test pilot system. We brew 30 barrels of it, and then we sell it, and then we tweak it. So the first time we brewed Abrasive was 16 grit and growlers, and it's a different beer than when we brewed it the first time, and that's just kind of how we end up. We change the beers when we brew them, and it's usually kind of they always get tweaked, I guess, to sort of this idea that Todd has in his head as to where it should be. And that's kind of, we shoot for where he wants that to be, and then that's where we try and keep it. Yeah.
What makes a beer surly?
Well, it's something different, I guess, in every beer. Like with Bitter Brewer, it's a session beer. I mean, that's not extreme in any way, but it's a beer brewed with a ton of British malt, and we dry hop it, which isn't probably something that's done with a lot of American bitters. And Surly Fest has rye in it, and I don't know what else. Trying to think of our other beers. It's always something that we try and make it uniquely ours, I guess. We've never brewed this style. That's never an issue for us. So it's always, it doesn't have to be a big thing, but a tweak of it somehow to make it unique. I mean, that's really the goal, is to try and make it uniquely ours, anyways.